Alright, and welcome to episode 3 of my Songs of Six tutorial, where we're going to be expanding our population further and hopefully getting an army out on the world map. First things first, let's check our food. We've got enough for 60 more Garthemi, but no more housing. So let's go ahead and build out some more housing. And some more roads, just because. Now that we have clay being produced, we should be able to upgrade these roads to something the Garthemi actually prefer. And we're also going to need more food. So I'm going to do that and bring you all right back. So as an experiment, I'm going to try building one of these without any supports. It used to be that Baltic-crawler breeders and other livestock pens didn't actually need maintenance. So let's go ahead and see if Jake fixed that, because that'll save me a lot of time. And if we have to redo it later, no worries. But we'll see if it starts getting degraded. See next. And now we have clothing being produced, but we also need to start producing leather armor. So let's go ahead and shift click on one of these, rotate it around, and build another tailor. And I bet we're running low on wood again, so let's go ahead and fell all of the trees around us. Yeah, I can see this carpenter's degraded because we're running low on wood. Unfortunate, but we can manage that. Let's also see if we can make this guy bigger for now. Gonna go with the round tool. Smear some more around until, there we go, that's as big as it'll go. Need some more auxiliaries. Storage is still intact, cool. Alright, so that'll give us a little more wood. And since part of it is on soil with moisture, it means you can build out into the rest and not have to worry about moisture. It'll still keep 100%. Yeah, that's going to take a ton of wood because it has a bunch of yellow spots, which means it's going to need more construction materials. But that's alright, we'll just keep cutting down trees. A bunch over here, perfect. A long way to run, but that's fine. That'll get it done. And since we're still building out of mud, we don't have to worry about those materials, just the wood. See, that needs more furniture, which we're plugging away on. Yeah, we desperately need wood, like above anything. It's alright though, we'll get there. Once things balance out, we should be alright. And like I said, this should not actually need any maintenance, unless patches have changed that. But I don't think they have, so I'm willing to hedge my bets here. Alright, I'll bring you all back when both of these things are done. Alright, Baltic-crawler breeder is done. Like I said, that shouldn't require any maintenance. Oh, and our other tailor is done as well. Perfect. It's got 11 animals, so we'll go ahead with 11 herders, and that should be enough. And we'll see if it starts degrading over time. I doubt it's going to. Which means I've wasted a lot of time building supports and all these, but that's fine. I'll know better next time. Make you diagonal. And we want these guys to be building leather armor, since this one is crafting clothes. Speaking of, we don't want our guys to be using up all of our clothes that are intended for the military, so let's tell them to be naked for now. And they can start getting some stone to keep them happy instead. There can be a bunch of naked bugs running around with clay and stones, and they're good. Let's see, unavailable wood. Yeah, that's going to be a thing for a minute. You can go ahead and chop down whatever's nearby, or even somewhat far away. But hopefully this guy will get going pretty soon. Plus 40 wood. This one's using 10. This one's using 7, so that's 17 wood total, so we should have plenty left over for maintenance. Alright, now we're producing clothing, leather armor. Oh boy, that wants 38 leather a day. This one wants 11. We're making plenty of food, so let's go ahead and tell our hunter to start getting leather instead. Wow, those rates are really low right now. I'm gonna guess it's just in a bit of a slump. In any case, let's drop this down to 15, below autosave. And drop this one down to 15 as well. And that'll mean our workforce is back in the positive as well. Let's see, we've got room for 50 more Garthemi. Our production rate of food isn't great because we just switched over that last hunter. But we have some more research. So let's go ahead and learn the last of the multicolor breeding. That will help us out quite a bit. See our production rate, there we go. Yeah, so now it's about 46 higher than we need. That's an extra 92. We've got room for 50, so let's go ahead and bring this up to 320. And let's build more housing because we're going to need it soon. Let's copy this little guy, put it down here, why not? That's more dirt roads. Eventually we'll have enough clay going to convert these all to fungus roads, but we're not quite there yet. Actually, have we at least learned that? We have now. Alright, so we've got warhammers going, we have leather armor going, we have clothes going. We desperately need more wood, but that's happening soon enough. Let's see, we're storing that. We need a place to store clothes. Jake changed this interface again, as he does. Let's see, 2 for that, 2 for that, 2 for that. 2 for rations. Really, all you need to put an army on the map is rations and clothes. The rest is optional, although if you have an army out without armor or weapons, they're not going to do so hot. So keep that in mind. Let's see, we got another 41 workers. We need herbs. We don't have the money to trade with right now, but we do have an excess of livestock, which sells pretty well. So let's go ahead and set up an export depot. And we'll say that these guys export livestock. And we don't want it to have priority because it'll take from this warehouse. But we can have them grab all the excess from whatever's available in these multicolor breeders. Actually, might want to... Can you increase their range anymore? Is that still a thing? There we go. So hopefully it'll just grab the excess and not... it might clean out our warehouse anyway. We'll set this to priority. but I have a feeling this is slightly busted right now, which happens. And we only have one error right now, so our Garthemis aren't, yeah, we're at 97% loyalty and happiness, so that could stand to be improved. Might be time to either build new food stalls and things like that, or just upgrade them. I don't think we quite have the research to upgrade them. So let's see. Your workload is fine. You look like you're doing all right. You should be good. So let's look at the overall view. Yeah, it looks like our access... Oh, that's because we took all their clothes off. Yeah, they're not super happy about that. That's okay. We can max out their clay and stone instead. And maybe build another marketplace. Assuming... Have we built a marketplace at all? Maybe we haven't. Well, that'll help a whole bunch then. Look at a distribution market. Shrink that down. And let's say I can go right here. Actually, that's still too big. Here we go. Nope. There we go. Toss one of those down there, and that'll help keep them a bit happier while we're doing stuff. Food stall looks good, speaker stall looks good. Hearth looks okay. Wells are good, benches are fine. You'll never get to 100% on anything with how it works now. Diminishing returns to the extreme. Alright, now we should be getting some money so we can... Hello, autosave. So we should be able to... Actually, I'm going to tell it to just go ahead and pull from this and take all of them, because we really want the money more than we need livestock. Yeah, look how quickly that goes down. So that'll give us enough money to start importing herbs, which we need so we can make rations, which is the other thing that armies need on the world map. Well, injuries happen. We're not concerned. So let's build an import depot. We can go ahead and toss it here. That's a little small. Let's go here. Put down some more roads. There we go. And we can say that we want herbs. Export until about half full, and that means we need a place to store those. So we'll store 300 herbs there, which means we'll keep about 350 on hand, or at least try to import 350. We'll likely run out of money first, but that's okay. Let's see, clone the tailor and put down a ration maker here, and let's just do one for now. What do you need? Furniture and wood. How are we doing on wood anyway? Not great. And these are still degraded too, so we need to fell more trees. Oh boy, we're really running out of trees around here. It's alright, we'll figure it out. Go ahead and pop into hyperspeed, let everything get done. Oh, the weird political ideology is spread among your most educated subjects. Democracy. How dare they? Disappear their leader. Slight ding to happiness, and we lost one plebeian. That's fine, we can take it. Yeah, we've got 17 aspiring immigrants, and it's going up. So he is easily and quickly replaced. Let's see, are we storing leather for... No, we're not. You should also store that. Just one. That way we can keep an eye on how much leather we're actually consuming and using. I'm guessing we're using all of it. Hello, autosave. As soon as it comes in. Although this says we're only using 11 and we're producing 18. So we'll see if that starts going up. If so, we'll bump more workers into our tailors so we can get the armor and clothing that we need. Needs more furniture. Yeah, it's understandable. We're low on wood. Oh, hey, but these guys aren't degraded anymore, so that's great. And this can probably take more workers. Excellent. So now we're producing 80 wood a day. Fantastic. Hopefully that's enough to get us into the positive on wood, because that has been a struggle for a bit. All right, I'm going to let things run for a moment. I'll bring you all back when things are built. All right, now we're importing herb, and we're going to be low on it all the time, but we are making a ton of rations. So we've got rations, we've got clothes, we've got armor, we've got warhammers. Means theoretically we can deploy our army to the main map. That is also going to give us a bit of a deficit of Garthemi for a while. So let's go ahead and grab some more. Actually, let's see how much food we've got first. Oh, we've got tons of food. Enough for 560. So let's put this to 400. I'm not sure we have the housing for that, but I've done it. So let's go ahead and build another housing block. All right, and now let's slow things down a bit. Oh, and we need our Army Supply Depot. Let's go ahead and drop that here, why not? And let's also put down some more humidifiers while we're thinking about it. Okay, that's done. Let's uncheck all the things they're not going to be bringing, just to keep things kind of tidy. So yeah, we've got clothes, rations, warhammers, leather armor. That is all they need. If you can send up Piva, it'll increase their morale, so they won't break as quickly. Great idea later in game, but we're not there yet. And let's tell this to pull from this warehouse. And they'll also pull from nearby inventories if they need to. So let's give them a chance to kind of stock up and figure out what they're doing. So our great loyalty and happiness are looking good. We just don't have any aspiring immigrants at the moment, as we pulled in a whole bunch. But we do have an extra 69 workers. Nice. And let's hit tab and go to the world map. And now, let's go to armies, recruit. And we're going to hit this recruit. No, sorry, we're going to hit have city troops join this army. We're going to select both of them. Probably be smarter to start with one, but we'll see what happens. So far, it looks like they have plenty of rations and clothes. Hopefully it stays that way, and we can keep them out there. Tab again, and great, we've still got 12 extra plebeians. What's going to happen is it's going to reduce the army that you have locally, which means you need to retrain another army to keep around here. Although you can call them back at any time, so it's not a huge deal. All right, so we've got an army on the world map. We're growing in numbers. It's going to take us a bit because we just don't have the aspiring immigrants right now. But our loyalty and happiness are still pretty high, so they'll come eventually. Yeah, it looks like the dip we took there is we don't have as many melee trained. Which we could send some into. But we'll probably have to wait on that until we've recruited more Garthemi. And I think we're going to call this one a little bit short. Still a lot to do. Oh, let's check on this thing real quick. It looks like this has not been bothered by not having any supports, and it's not degrading or requiring a bunch of labor to repair. So that's a great trick. You don't have to worry about supports on breeders at all. Handy. I'm glad that at least some of the meta I remember still exists. Alright, but like I said, we're probably going to cut it short there. Cheers, y'all. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.